Anailysts. Today we are going to be working on this design right here. The design underneath, which you can see on this nail, is some watercolors, and then I did a little pretty stamping over the top. I think it came out absolutely beautiful. If you guys have any questions or comments you want to leave below, go ahead and leave them. And yeah, let's get on to this design. Alright my loves, so our very first step is going to be to take our base coat. Today I'm using the Aunt Ready for Takeoff Peel Off Base Coat. This is definitely the best peel off base coat I've ever used. It's not, you know, that glue like Elmer's glue, like the Sally Hansen one. This actually works and it's just my favorite. I love it. You should definitely check this one out, okay? So we are going to go ahead and paint this on our nails, like so. Want to make sure you get a nice even coat of this on all of your nails, and then we're going to let this dry and I will be right back with the next step. So now that my base coat has fully dried, I'm going to go ahead and take my base color, and today I'm going to be using Color Club. This is French Tip. It is definitely my favorite white polish. It's definitely a one coater. And we are just going to go ahead and paint this on our nails. You want it to be nice and even and full coverage. And if you're like me and you can't paint your nails, we'll clean that up later. So we're gonna go ahead and do 2 coats of this. Let that first coat dry, and then we will paint a second coat on, and then we'll clean up. Now normally I would tell you guys that it's okay to wait until the end to do your cleanup, but today this is an exception. You definitely want to go ahead and clean up first before we move on to the next step. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my Twinkle Tea number 2 cleanup brush. This is what it looks like. It's very small, and I'm gonna take some pure acetone. And I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up really quick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning up off camera and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so next we're going to start working on the actual design. So the things you're going to need first is just a cup of water. We're going to be working with watercolor paints. So you're going to need some water. You're also going to need a precision like detail brush. This one is from Twinkle Tea. It's very tiny. It's definitely my favorite detail brush. Number 000. Love this guy. And then these are the watercolor paints that I have. These are from Michaels. I'm not going to have this in the frame the whole time, otherwise you wouldn't actually be able to see me do my nails. So I'm just going to show you what colors I'm going to be using. This red, this orange, yellow, green, this blue down here, and this purple. So I'm going to be using these 6 colors, just so you know. Alright? As I said, I'm going to be keeping this out of the frame. So keep in mind those are the colors that I'm going to be using. So what you're going to do is take your brush, dip it in the water, get your watercolor a little bit wet. Now you don't want it to be too wet because it needs to be like thick enough to stick on your nail. You know, but you don't want it like too thick either. So you kind of need to get it the right consistency. That looks good for me. Like it's just kind of, yeah. And you're gonna start painting on your design. So we're gonna make a line halfway up the middle, and then we're gonna go like this, and then just color that in. You're gonna want to get some more paint. Darken it up a little bit. Like so. And that's perfect. So next we're going to clean our brush off in the water. Go ahead in the next color, get some water on your brush. Go in the orange. If you need to dab some of the water off of your brush, go ahead and do that, as you just want it to be the right consistency. It's very important that it's the correct consistency. And then you're gonna pick up the color. I'm just gonna show you guys these two colors, and then I'm gonna go ahead and speed through the rest, just so you know. So we're gonna get our orange, and we're going to put it like this. See, that's a little too wet. See how it's kind of like not actually sticking too well? So you just want to dab it off of your brush, go in for a little bit more color. And go ahead and try again. There we go, that's better. And you do want to try to make the lines as straight as you can. If you can't get it perfect, it's okay. I suck at freehand, so mine looks kind of shitty. I suck at freehand, so mine's kind of shitty looking, but just do the best that you can. If you get it on your skin, it's okay. It's watercolor. It will come right off. So now I'm just going to go ahead and speed through the rest of this. Okay guys, so as you can see, I finished up the design. This is what it looks like. Right here. Now what you can do is take your cleanup brush and dip it in some water. You can dip it in some water, and then, like, this is literally how easy this will come up. You literally just dip your cleanup brush in water and wipe it down. Okay guys, so I am done cleaning up. I'm going to take a holographic top coat. This is I Love Nail Polish, my Private Rainbow, one of my favorites. And we are just gonna go ahead and paint this on top. Now we're going to be putting a design over this, but I haven't decided if I want to do like a whole accent nail thing and leave this one the way it is and do the design on the rest. Haven't decided yet, but we'll kind of figure that out together, I guess. Alright, and then I'm going to take my top coat. I'm going to use a quick dry top coat. This is Sèche Vite. And float it if you can. Which basically just means that you're not really touching your nail with a brush. You just kind of get like a bead on the end of the brush of the polish and then just float it over the nail. That's why it's called floating. Okay, so now we're gonna let this fully dry and we'll move on to the next step. So next up, we're gonna be doing the design over top. So here I have my Uber mat down. I like to keep something down to protect the surface of whatever I'm working on. I have my stamping plate. This is the Uber Chic plate 703, 7-03. We're gonna be using this image right here, this one. I have my Uber Chic scraper, and then we're gonna need some stamping polishes. I'm actually gonna be doing a double stamping, so I have two colors. I have Mundo de Unas, however you pronounce it. This is silver, and I also have a little mini version of their black stamping polish. I have some pure acetone, some lint-free wipes, and I also have my Sapphire see-through stamper from Cassette Nail Shop. My favorite of all time. I love this bad boy. You can take the cap off on both ends so you can really like see through it. It's the best. I love it very much. So we're gonna go ahead and take our cuticle protector. We are going to get this down on the skin. You don't need much, just enough to protect your skin from the stamping polish. It's up to you. This step is completely optional. Stamping polish is really easy to get off. I just don't want to be bothered with cleanup, so I would much rather use this out of pure laziness, to be honest. Alright, so we're gonna let our cuticle protector dry and I'll be right back. Okay, so my liquid latex is all dry. So we're gonna be using our silver polish first. Put just a little bit on here. You don't need much of it, okay? It's very opaque. Scrape it off. Pick it up with your stamper. And then you're just going to stamp it on there. Next, we're gonna take the black. Shake it up really well. Get it on the image. And scrape it off. Then you want to pick it up with your stamper this time and you want to line it up. Make sure you line it up. It's very important. And there we go. And that is what we're left with. So I'm gonna do my other 4 nails and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we're done with that part. We're done with the stamping, and I think I am gonna leave this nail like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel off my latex barrier. I'm actually going to take my cleanup brush and just go around the cuticle first. It makes cleanup easier for me. So I like to do this first. I'm gonna do that on all my nails really quick. You take off your latex and you got like crusty polish in there, this will resolve the problem for you. So now I'm gonna go ahead and peel off my latex. And then I'm gonna get a Q-tip and just get all this junk off my fingers. Take my Q-tip, dip it in some acetone. I'm gonna take my cleanup brush and some acetone and just neaten up all around the nails a little bit. And I'm gonna do that really quick and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so now that we're done with that, I'm gonna add some more holo. What do you know? My private rainbow. You definitely want to wait for your stamping to completely dry though. Like, don't do this when it's still wet because it will smear all over the place. I'm just gonna add a little tiny bit on top of all the nails. And then we're gonna take our top coat, Sèche Vite, like always. And add this right up on top. And this is the finished look right here. I really hope that you guys enjoy this. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below. Let me know what you think about this. If you actually try it, go ahead and tag me on Instagram. It's miss.analyst. I would love to see your recreations. All right, I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.